Hello everyone, today we are going to see mathematical functions in Java. So first function we are going to see is math.sqrt. So it is used to find the square root of a positive number. So I have given three examples. You can see math sqrt 16, math sqrt 6.25, math sqrt minus 3.25. So you can see the results here. So for 16 it is 4.0 and for 6 it is 6.25 is 2.5, and for minus negative values you can see NaN. NaN is nothing but not a number. It's an output which will be given. So you cannot use negative numbers for SQRT. You should use positive numbers. For all these you will get only double data type. So the return type will be double data type. Next function you are going to see is math.min. It returns a minimum of two numbers, so it is very easy to guess. You can see the first example, math.min 4, 6, the output is 4. Second one 4.6, 2.5, so the output is 2.5. For negative numbers, you can see the smallest number is minus 9.5, so that will be the output. Next one is math.max. It just opposite to min, so it gives you the maximum of the numbers. So you can see the same example is given, so the result will be just opposite to that. Okay, you can see 4.6 minus 3.5. Next function you are going to see is math.pow. It is used to find the power raised to a specific base. So for example 2 to the power 3 or x square, all that are some of the examples of power function. You can see some examples given here. So first one is 4, 3. You should have two arguments here. So for that you will get the output as 64. You can see here. And for the double value, so 3.0, 2.0, you can see 9.0. So the previous example, both the values are integer, but still you can see the output is in double. So the return value will be in double. And next one is you will have one positive and negative value. The power value is negative value, so you can see that it will be like square root function. Next one is math.log. So it returns the natural logarithmic value of a given argument. So log values will be given. So result will be in double data type. So you can see either it is integer value or double value. The result will be in double. Next is math.abs. It returns the absolute value, so it only magnitude of the number will be given. Say some examples will be like this. So in exams they may ask you this type of expression. So this means it is the absolute value. Okay, so if you give a negative number, you will get a positive value. That is, it removes the symbol negative and make it as positive. So if it is a positive number, it will return the same number. It doesn't change it. It either returns integer, long or double, depend upon the argument. So here I am given some of the examples. So first one is 4, so you are getting the same value 4 because it is positive. Second value is negative number minus 8, where it has been changed into 8. Next one is double value. You can see the output as 9.99. Next one is math.round. This returns the value in the rounded form. Only difference with the other function will be here it will return the output will be in integer. So you can see I am given three examples: 6.25, 6.50, minus 8.92. So for all this it will round up the values. You can see one thing here: if the value is less than 5.0, that is 0.5.0, it will be the same value, that is 6. You can see the first example. Output will be 6. Second one, it is 6.50 exactly, so it will take the next integer, so it will be 7. And again, if it is a negative number, it will take the next integer, that is minus 9. Now next one is math.rend. So here the only difference is the previous example we are seeing that 6.50 it is become 7, but here it is the same value 6.0. If it is 6.51, then it becomes 5, that is 7. So you can see I have given all the values here, and the difference between math.round and rend is round will return integer value, but rend will return double value. You can see all the values are in double. Next one is math.floor. It returns the number down to the nearest integer. That means if the value is 6 point something, it will return 6. If it is a negative value, it returns the next down number. That is, you can see 6.25 or 6.585, it will return 6. If it is minus 6.25 or minus 6.85, it returns minus 7. So it returns the double value. So math.seed. So here it returns the next higher integer. The same example is taken, but you can see the difference. If it is 6 point something, it becomes 7. So it will take the higher value. And if it is negative number, it is the same value. It should be the minus 6. Next one is math.exp. It returns the exponential value, that is in example. In exams they'll ask you e to the power x. So that will find the exponential value. So it returns a double value. So if whether it is argument is integer or a double value, it both it returns double. Next is math.sin, cos or tan. So here it will return the values in the given angle in radians as an argument. So from degree to radian, what is the formula used? So radian is equal to angle in degrees into pi value divided by 80, 180. So you can see I have converted it here. So the degree is 30 degree and radian is being converted like this. So degree into 3.14 divided by 180. So you will get the radian value. For this radian value, I have found the sine, cos and tan value. So this is the result for these functions. Next one is math.a sine, a cos or a tan. This will be just opposite to the sine value, cosine value and tangent values. Here you call it as arc functions, and it returns the radians. The angles returned are in radians. So I just given some values here with this, which will take it as an argument, and then it returns the value in radians. Now this radians value can be converted into angle with the formula, which is just opposite to the previous one. Next is math.random. It returns the random number between 0 to 1. So if you just give math.random and open and close bracket, it returns any number between 0 and 1. So you can see the first result. You can see 0.5. Okay. Second example, it is if you want to print numbers from 0 to 9, you can use the value math.random and multiply with asterisk 10. That is, if it is multiplied with a 10 by 10, you will get one digit before the decimal. So it becomes 2.96. So the values will be either it will be between 0 to 9. And suppose if the question says if you want to print the numbers from random numbers between 0 to 99, then you have to multiply the same random function with 100. So you will get any number between 0 to 99. So this is what I want to say today. We will meet you in the next video. Thank you.